What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Beast here. Today I'm bringing y'all how to work on the Golem calculator, how to get the most damage using the Golem calculator, and the steps to go about being able to do so. So when I'm getting ready to attack the Golem, first thing I do is I go to my city and I look at my buffs. I max boost. You don't have to. This is just what I do. So I make sure that those are max buffed. I use the battle blade or the dragon blade, doesn't matter, whatever you can afford. If you can't afford one, don't worry about it. Maybe next time. But if you want to get your stats, make sure you have your attack gear on. Oh, sorry, my game's being laggy right now. Make sure you have your attack gear on. Make sure you have the correct heroes in your hero council. This is just all the steps I take to ensure that I am getting the most accurate stats that I can. And then what you want to do, once you know that you have a max boost with march size, so what I'll do is I will switch to Crown of Command. And then what I will do is I will set a rally on a barbarian. So go here, search. Sorry, my game's being super laggy right now. I apologize for that. Go to attack. You set on whatever level you can, whatever level your kingdom has. And then once you're done attacking, but in the middle of your march you can switch so you're getting the most accurate if you are using a relic, temporary relic. You can switch before your march leaves, or you can switch while you're marching, and your stats will take, pick up that 15% troop attack, health, and defense. So then you go in here, you look at your stats, and then what you would do is once you have these stats, you can get a pen and paper and write them down. You don't need them all. So what you do is you go over here to the Golem calculator, you plug in your numbers, whatever. So if you want to write these down, there's troop attack, infantry attack, cav attack, bowman attack, siege attack, army damage, infantry damage, cav damage, bowman damage, siege damage, cavalry versus infantry damage, bowman versus infantry damage. So I have my march size memorized, so it's 396,060. Plug in your stronghold level. If you are using this talent and this talent while hitting a barbarian, do not select these when doing your calculation. It'll come out wrong and you will have to redo it. So since I'm using them, I won't do that, but I will use my war talent, my lord talent, colossal march. So you hit calculation and it'll give you your boosted march capacity. Now if you don't use these and you plan on using them, then you would select them, so base march size, whatever the case may be, and then you hit calculation and it would bring up your actual march size. Max tier T12s, you always want to click rams are not used because they don't do a whole lot of damage, and then all you do is press send, and it should bring you, and it looks weird right now because I didn't put in the stats, so the correct stats. So then you would either get a pen and paper or send these to if you have a tablet and you play on a tablet and you have a phone, you can screenshot them or save this, or you can write it down, send it to a friend and have them, if you talk to people in game, just however you can. And then what you do is after you have that, you just go in here. Sorry, again, it has to reload now. That's what I get for talking too much. So you go in here, and then at the bottom where you see all your troops, you click on that little hut and you go to march formation, whatever one you want to use. Go to reset, confirm. Use the heroes. I use Oberon and Tristan because they increase cav attack and bowman attack. You want to equip your dragon, and then you start plugging in your numbers. So you'll probably realize, you know, like I don't have enough room for my march capacity. Well, don't forget that when you're close to filling out your march capacity and you need that extra, you know, 20,000-30,000 troops or whatever it is to use this, activate it. So what you do is you go in here, you click save, you go over here, and you activate. Then you go back in, and you finish filling out the rest of your march, and then you click save again. Then when you go to march on the golem, you will switch from your crown of command, so you have your max boosted now, march size wise. You'll click on the golem. And see, I'm a little bit of ways, and there's a reason behind that. You know, I don't like being right up on top of the golem. Because a little trick that y'all may or may not know is that when marching on the golem, in the middle of your march, you can switch to the dragon blade or the battle blade, whatever you can afford, and you pick up those stats and keep your same march size. In the middle of your march, you don't want to switch before, otherwise you'll lose that march capacity. So that's why you see that I am 84 kilometers away, so I have time to switch my relics back and forth between march size and the dragon or battle blade. Oh, I'm terrible at finding this golem. So that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure I covered everything: how to get your stats, how to plug them into the golem calculator. Now, I do want y'all to know that this works for Portal, this works for Stone Sentinels, and this works for Skeletal Mage. So if your alliance is having a hard time beating Skeletal Mage or Stone Sentinels during the alliance hunt, definitely use the Golem March. You get the most damage, and it does work. I've tested it. Other players have tested it, so it does work for Portal and Skeletal Mage during Alliance Hunt and Stone Sentinels. So just remember, whatever you boost, you need to use those same boosts. If you upgrade something, you might want to go in there and redo your Golem formation by putting in your new stats, because the numbers may change. I redo my Golem March every week because, you know, I might upgrade something. So keep that in mind when going about the golem. And remember the trick when marching. So I will send a march at the golem, you know, so 196 march, and then in the middle of me marching, I'll switch. That's why I teleport. And you march to the golem super fast. I know I'm marching to a dragon, but you march super fast. That's why I teleport a little ways away. So I had time to switch those relics in between the two, so I get my march capacity as high as possible, and I can take on the stats of the battle blade. I hope this helps y'all. I hope I explained everything well. So I wish y'all the best. Leave me the comments on how y'all did in the golem. I will show y'all what I did. I did 93 million right here at the top. So, hope y'all enjoy, and peace out.